Have you ever had a lucid dream before? You know, the kind of dream where you're dreaming, but you know you're dreaming? Lucid dreaming happens when you're asleep and you're dreaming, and then in your dream you realize that you're dreaming. And once you realize you're dreaming, that's when you get to make decisions as to where your dream goes. In some cases, you can't really control your dream, or maybe you wake up, but in other cases, you do control your dreaming. You may be able to control your dream characters or the landscape of your dream, the environment that your dream is in. If you've never had a lucid dream before, don't worry. It's very possible that you can actually lucid dream and you just don't realize it yet. Hi, I'm Jill, the creator of Across the Nanoverse, and today I'm going to talk to you about how I lucid dream. Today I want to share my first lucid dream with you, as well as my 10 tips for how to lucid dream. I've actually used every single one of these. I've been lucid dreaming for the last, 12 years or so. And the first time I lucid dreamed, I was sitting at a desk. It looked like a desk that I had in elementary school. And next to me was my friend from college, who was also at a same desk. It was like we were in a classroom together. And on each of our desks, we had a piece of paper, and each of us had a stamp. I had a blue stamp, and she had a red stamp. And in my dream, we just had the paper and the stamp, and I was just stamping things with my blue stamp. I like the color blue. It's my favorite color. I don't think red is my friend's favorite color, but she had a red stamp. So there we were in our classroom, stamping away. And what I noticed is that as I'd stamp, it was like the blue ink on the page would morph and move into different shapes. And it was pretty trippy. I was like, what is going on? Like, I kept trying to stamp, and then I would look away at my friend and look back, and it would move and it would morph, and there wasn't really any solid shape. Like a stamp would have a repeatable shape. It's like the laws of physics just broke. And that's when I realized I was dreaming. In the moment when I realized I was dreaming, I turned to my friend and I said, I'm dreaming. I was like, hey Sam, I'm dreaming. This is a dream. We're dreaming. And my friend, she did not really care. She was just continuing stamping and having a blast. And I kept being like, I'm dreaming, like trying to tell her that I was dreaming, so she would at least be like, oh yeah, you are dreaming, or something like that. And it was pretty quick in succession, where I was stamping, it was moving, and then I looked at her and said, I'm dreaming, and I looked back and I look at her and she's just continuing to stamp, and then I woke up. It was like I got so excited that I was dreaming, and I knew I was dreaming, I was lucid dreaming, that I just woke myself up. And from there, it blew my mind. I was like, wow, I can actually know when I'm dreaming. That's amazing. And I Googled it, and I was looking into research on what this phenomena was. And the more I read about it, the more I realized that people lucid dream. And lucid dreaming is a thing, and you can actually control your dreams. And I thought that was pretty awesome. So that was just the first time I've lucid dreamed. Since then, I've done it a bunch of times, and I want to share how I lucid dream. I'm going to share the tricks I use when I'm dreaming, or even when I'm awake, so that when I am asleep and I'm dreaming, I can recognize that I am dreaming and then become lucid. Tip number 1 is write something or draw something. Just like in my dream with the stamps, if you write something or you draw something and then you look away and then you look back and it's changed, you're probably dreaming. The second tip I have, clocks. Clocks are another dream object where if you look at a clock, you look away and you look back and the time's different, you're probably dreaming. And I don't mean like a second has gone past, of course, like if it's a totally different time, or maybe the clock face just looks different and doesn't make sense that it would actually be used to tell time, you're probably dreaming. My third tip is to look at your cell phone. I had this crazy lucid dream once where I looked at my cell phone and it looked like a rave or a light party, a light show. It was like crazy trippy colors and it looked so cool. When your phone just looks weird, or another trick, you could look away and look back and see how the apps maybe change on the face, that can let you know that you're dreaming. Tip number 4, talk to people. When you talk to people in real life, they reply to you verbally, but when you talk to dream characters, they may not reply verbally. At least mine don't usually. So if I'm talking to someone and they're not really responding in a way that an average person would respond, you may be dreaming. Tip number 5 is if you are seeing someone or a pet maybe who has passed away. If you see someone who's passed away or a pet who's passed away, you just know that in waking life and reality, you wouldn't normally see them or talk to them. I've had so many dreams where I see my cats that have died and I'm just like, why are you around? And then they'll like talk to me and then I'm like, why are you talking to me? You can't talk. And that's when I realize, oh, this is a dream. Tip number 6 is you feel like you're drugged or drunk. What I mean by drugged or drunk is you just feel like something's off. Maybe you feel really lethargic or really slow, or you just feel different. You don't feel like you're physically awake. Tip number 7, someone in your dream, when you look at their face is like changing and morphing and you can't quite pinpoint who exactly that is. That's when you may be dreaming. It's kind of creepy sometimes because it could be like your mom that one minute and then it can shift and be like some friend you knew in preschool. It can get real weird and it could be a sign that this is not waking reality. Tip number 8, you see yourself and you're talking to yourself, like you in physical form. I've become lucid in dreams where I'm talking to like a 14-year-old or a 3-year-old version of myself. And I'm thinking, how am I talking to myself? This is impossible. And then I realize it's possible when you're dreaming. Tip number 9, you fall asleep and then you wake up and then you wake up again. And then maybe you wake up again and you're thinking, how do I keep waking up and falling asleep and waking up? What's going on? You may be dreaming. Yes, just like the movie Inception, you can have dreams inside of dreams. I've experienced this and I know other people have experienced this too. And lastly, tip number 10. If you find yourself able to do these great physical feats like flying or jumping super high that you know you can't normally do, you might be dreaming. Just as an added bonus, if you watch this far, I want to give one more tip that I don't think I've tried in a dream, but I really want to, and this is looking in a mirror. When you look in a mirror in a dream, what do you see? Do you see yourself reflected back, or do you see something different? Do you see nothing? Does it morph and change? I don't know. I don't think I've experienced that I know of in a dream. Let me know if you've looked in a mirror in your dreams in the comments, because I'm really curious what happens. Overall, I think you notice that a lot of the themes in these is like looking at something and looking away and looking back and seeing if it's changed. It's really important to cultivate your own self-awareness in order to lucid dream. I also want to say that oftentimes my lucid dreams have happened in the morning if I'm sleeping in or if I'm taking naps during the day. And a regular sleep schedule really helps if you want to lucid dream. Though I don't really condone an irregular sleep schedule if you want to be functional during the day. I hope these help you on your lucid dreaming journey. I sure enjoy lucid dreaming, and while some has scared me, I've had a lot of fun in my dreams too. And I hope you will too. It's like another aspect of being human and being alive. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of these videos. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you later.